Um, how was it again? Oh yeah. What's up, YouTube?
What the hell happened to me?
Jumpy, are you all right?
Hey, what are you two doing?
Come on, are you coming?
What do you mean to do to us?
I was almost not gonna stream today. Had a very busy day, but I was like in my bed right now, sitting down, talking to my friends, and then I realized I was like, oh wait, I haven't streamed today. So, God, it's so late. It's 10 p.m. That's my bad. Okay, where were we? Gosh, this death seemed pretty big. I suppose it belongs to whoever used this room. Wouldn't you say? There are piles of crap everywhere. Man, this place is a mess. So messy, I don't know where to start. Some of this crap is familiar. I think a lot of these are parts of the puzzles we've solved in the other rooms. If that's true, then this could be Zero's laboratory. Perhaps Zero would shut himself in this room to devise the machines and puzzles he'd need to see his plan come to fruition. Just a pile of junk. Hey Junpei, isn't this a nautical table? Yeah, I feel like I've seen this before. Okay. Look, Junpei, the rust on here looks like Elvis' face. Yeah, how exciting. Where? Maybe these fans are for ventilation. Probably to circulate air. Probably. There's some old computer monitors on this desk. You don't see CRT monitors that much anymore. Where else? That's a pipe. Just skinny drawers. It's like those cabinets you see in the hospital. Keep them medical records. There's a piece of paper. Document says 9-panel cross puzzle first draft on it. It was found in the filing cabinet in the small cluttered room. Since this says first draft, presumably it was improved upon the second draft. This screen is huge. I wonder why it's blue. What's this? I see. So whenever you touch a cell, the ones next to it turn on. Just gotta use that to make the all cells on the right and the bottom green. Hey Junpei, I found this piece of paper under that thing. You wanna take a look at it? I think this might have something to do. This piece of paper, a bunch of numbers and letters connected by equal signs. Looks like she said this is probably related to the puzzle on the screen. Thanks. This really helps. Hee hee hee. Alright, let's go back and try again. Looks like I just need to make all of the cells all green. What's happening? How much have you missed? I started streaming 5 minutes ago. So, nothing. Oh my god, my throat is really like... What's it got? I have a bunch of phlegm. How much? Oh, by the way, remember how I really wanted soda yesterday? I got some. Cool. What kind of soda? What's up, legal? So look, this is what happened. So we were left on this screen last time, and I just inspected that. There was a table over here. It had something on it, and then yeah, that's it. And then I went over here and I pressed this, and then that's where you guys were. I drink Coca-Cola. Oh sweet. I think my throat is stuffed because I drank Dr. Pepper earlier. Literally like a few minutes ago. Before I try this again, I should really look over the instructions. Touch any of the 9 cells that aren't the all cells. When I touch a cell, the cell I touch and the ones next to it change. So I just have to touch the right cells to make them all cells. Okay. The villain is Dr. B. What? 0 equals 0. Thank you. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. Do you think maybe this puzzle is an advanced version of the 9-panel cross? Okay, so this is also what I got last time. Let's see. Find the sum of the numbers aligned horizontally and vertically to calculate the areas. Call it good. I don't know. I'll just keep looking around then. Damn, no dice. Be honest, I don't really feel big brain right now, so yeah. It will probably be stuck on one puzzle for a while. Sorry. So small, I wonder what it is. I got no idea. Three monitors here, the power's on button. This monitor is part of the machine. It's really dim now. It's got a map of the world on it, but I can barely see anything. Junpei, looks like there's a compass. I mean, I guess you weren't there, Clover, but I solved the puzzle like this in the wheelhouse. I think I just need to do something here. I think the important part is it's not the table we found. You just have to match up the direction in the compass with the lines on the table. I used the steering wheel in the wheelhouse, but this time I think I'm gonna use the wheel to the side here. Okay, then show me now. So looks like, yeah. Then I just gotta press stop when the compass is pointing where I want it. If Lotus were here, she would hack in easily. If in doubt, just click all the cheese. You're right. I need to remember that. Okay, so southwest, southwest, southeast, southwest, southeast, northeast, southwest, southeast, southwest, southeast, northeast, southwest, southeast, northeast. Oh god. Southwest, southeast, northeast, east, north, east, southwest, southeast, southwest, southeast, northeast, east, south, southwest, southeast, northeast, west. No, southwest, southeast, northeast, east, north, east, southwest, southeast, northeast, east, north, east. I wonder how the other group is doing. Does that 9 just lead to an incinerator? I think we both went through different doors, so eventually they're both gonna meet up at the same place. I feel like. I could be wrong though. Southwest, southeast, northeast, east, northeast. Southwest. Okay. Oh god, it's so slow. Come on. Southwest. Southwest. Southeast. Southwest. Southeast. Dun, 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 dun. No. No! God damn it. Southwest. Southeast. Northeast. Southwest. Southeast. Northeast. Southwest. Southeast. Northeast. East. North. East. Wait, I don't even have to remember it. It's literally right there. You did a Junpei. Good boy. Who's a good boy? Hey, we don't have time for screwing around right now. Check out the right side. Kind of slit open something came out. I heard a noise too. You know that big box in the hall by the exit? I think it made a noise. Like something loud. Clover, you weirdo. There's some monitors hanging down from the ceiling. So I guess I finished everything. Oh wait a minute, I saw something like this when I figured out that Morse code puzzle back in the communication. Morse code. Yeah, the dots on here look like dits for Morse code. 2 dots, 4 on the second and 1 on the left. Dita. Once we enter answer, it'll automatically determine what this is. Back at it again, I see. Yeah. Hell yeah. You didn't miss much? Still in the same room? I'm just going around and clicking stuff. Why is it not working? Dun, dun, dun. I assume I don't have the clues for this one. What's this? Oh. Holy crap. That is pretty damn creepy. There's a coffin in here. Coffin. Oh man, does Seven think? Yeah, he's all pale. He's thinking the same thing I am. No way. Could this be? I'm sorry, but what's going on? It's a coffin. I wonder if there's a vampire. Right, I guess Clover and Snake don't know the story. Man, I can't bring myself to tell them. Well, at any rate, let's have a look around. All ice. Ah, 2 machines. Holy crap. Man, this is serious. Oh, well, let's open it, shall we? Clover, if you could give me a hand. Okay, I got it. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Ah! No luck. It doesn't seem to be ready to open. Yeah, but it's not like it's screwed shut or something. Yeah, I believe it's locked in some other way. Hey, Seven, do you think you can open it up with your superhuman strength? No. No. What's wrong? I think I'll just pass on this one. Okay. What the heck? Very well, we'll just have to give up on the coffin for now. Let's look around the room a little more. Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the force of knowledge beneath the navel of the gigantic. Is that actually true? Yeah, let's just close that up. A pipe. I'm not sure what I could do with that. Seven knows about Alice. Maybe he's afraid of her. He's the one who told us about her, right? So I guess I can excuse that. Looks like we got 3 sheets of this stuff. Whoa. Okay, it's I-H and then 1 at the bottom. I-H-E. I-H. Oh. What the heck? Whoa. Well, now we got something on the monitor. What's that? It's like some kind of puzzle. When you touch a numbered area, that area will be selected and will turn to blue. Touching a numbered ball after selecting an area will cause the ball to be moved to the area. However, you cannot move the red balls. You can only move 3 to 5 balls in a single area. Press the check button once you have moved all of the balls except for the red ones, which you cannot move. The digital root of the balls in an area must match the number for that area. That's it. I get it. Hey, let's see you solve the next one. Oh, he's blind. That's kind of... Why would you say that? Alright. So... Gotta do more math. 8 plus 2... No, that's 3. And then 7... Oops. 6 plus 4... Wait, what? Oh, okay. So we have to somehow do this with math. I'm guessing this one will have to be 23. So 8 plus 7, 14, 15. 15 plus 6. 15 plus 5 is 22. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Right. No. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Mm, 3 and 1. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Ah, perfect. Okay, this is it, right? But nothing's happening. There's still 3 more indentations left. I imagine something will happen when they are all filled. Doesn't that seem likely? Messed around. Maybe you had better luck if you had got to know it first. You guys are jerks. Well. What else haven't we done? There are piles of crap everywhere. This is a pretty impressive mess. If we try and search every one of these, we're going to be at it till the cows come home. Well, that doesn't seem too bad. We won't have to go bring them in ourselves then. Don't you get smart with me, kid. How about we deal with this area later, guys? Maybe we should try something more promising. Monitors hang down from the ceiling. Each screen shows a room on the ship. Still not sure what I'm supposed to do with this. can also switch through the code sheets I've got by touching the 3 icons over there. I H E. Okay. Touch any of the 9 cells that aren't the alt cells. When I touch a cell, the cell I touch and the ones next to it change. So I just have to touch the right cells to make the alt cells all green. Touch the right cells. D equals 13. Oh, you're kidding. Base plus A. So maybe we'll try those 3. Was it? Oh, not those. Oh my god, what's happening? Do you know what you're doing? I'm trying to figure that out. This one, this one, this one, this one. No, this one. Okay. Well, I did it, but So it's not those three. I was trying to do this, but it seems like that's not the answer. You have to get the horizontal and vertical numbers to equal the letters on the outside. So A is 10, and L is 21. D is 13. So we gotta get rid of D, first of all. Okay. So that's for those. And then L, 21. So we have a C, B, and F. C, B, and F. This is 12. 9 plus B plus C. It's B. 11. What's F? 15. 6 plus 11. No. I have to get rid of the B. F is 15. 15 plus 6. Yeah, okay. Okay, all but the top left corner and the middle bottom button need to be on, but I don't know. Oh god, I haven't been reading chat. And blank spaces count as 0. Yeah. Oh yeah, but like you said, the hard part is getting rid of middle and top. But if it's just top left and middle bottom, I can just brute force my way there. Which... I can do. Damn. Did it, Junpei? You're so smart. You seem to have done an excellent job and solved the puzzle. Just what I would have expected of you, Junpei. Hey, come on, you're embarrassing me. Whoa, whoa, don't get cocky, kid. We don't got time for that. When you click a button, the two adjacent switch. Yeah, I get it. It's all the adjacent ones. The lid slid open and something came out. Cool. Hey, Junpei, something showed up on the screen. I got the same rules. If I get confused, I can just look at the screen over there. Anyways, like they say, a picture is worth 1,000 words. Let's give it a shot. Isn't that picture is worth 1,000 words? Yeah. Okay. 21. How do we get to 21? No. We can't do it with 20. So we have to get to 11 or 10. I guess let's get rid of 6 and 4 then, right? Let's just see if this works. Nope. Look, there's only one way this can work, so and I keep trying. Okay, never mind. What's the longest route it takes to get to 10? 2, 3, and 5? And then... I guess I'll go with 7 then. 7 plus what? Plus what? 16. How do we get to 16? 8 plus 7 plus 1. 8 plus 6 plus 2. We can get 8 by using 5 and 3. 8 and 10, 16. About 8, 5, and 3. 8 plus 8, 16. You still don't get this? You have to get the digital root of the number. So it's like for 7 we're trying to get 16 because 1 plus 6 is 7. And for this one, well, the only thing that could work is 10. plus 8. 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. That's not gonna work. We'll try 2, 4, and 6, which is 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. No. 6 plus 4 is 10. Can substitute that by doing 5 plus 5. Mm. I don't know which one to solve first. It's 16. What else can work with 16? That won't work. How about 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then it would be 10, 9, 1, 2, 7. But the thing is, you can't use the red circles. See? So we only have 2 through 8. 2 through 8. What are all the possibilities with 2 that can give us 16? 2. And you also have to use all the beads, by the way. All of them except for the red ones. Okay, we'll do 2 plus 3, which is 5, plus 4, which is 9, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. No. 2 plus 3 plus 4 would give us 7, but that won't work. 2 plus 4 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. No. 12, 13, 14. You should solve for 1 first. So I already tried all the 2 numbers, so that means it has to be 3, 4, 5. What are all the possibilities with 3 numbers that can give us 10? Well, 2 plus 3 plus 5. That would give us 10. What else? 3 plus 4, which is 7. No. 4 plus 5, no, it would be 1. Let's see. Oh. But this doesn't work. What? Okay. I guess. How? Oh, does it give you 24? 2 plus 4 is... No, 25. Well, I'm glad that worked. Um, what else do I do here? Nothing. This one I'm not sure of. Have you figured out what you're supposed to enter here? Looks like the word that's supposed to go here is 3 letters. It's got 3 lines. I think each line is 1 letter. I see. Well, if that is the case, then perhaps the letters you need are made up of 2 symbols, 4 symbols, and 1 symbol, respectively. Line has 2 spaces, next has 4, and then the last 2 is 7 spaces. Oh, okay. Let me get my notepad. Okay. Alright, so what are all the letters with 2? So far we have A, I, A, I, M, N. Look at this face. Look at this guy. Okay, A-I-M-N. We'll skip the 4 one. What are all the ones with 1? That's E. Should be 2. E and What are all the ones with 4? There's B. Right. Then there's C. Then there's F. There's H. J. L. P. Q. V. X, Y, Z. That's how you know the game requires thinking. I guess. It's just there would be too much to remember. So... Oh, I got it. Watch this, watch this. You're never gonna believe this. Watch, 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 watch. Bam, bam. Right? You know what that is? Right? Now you know what this is? Bam, 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 bam. Now you know what this one is. Bam. Oh wait, it wasn't ace? I thought it would be ace. Maybe it's ice. Bam. And then bam, bam, bam. Oh. C. Da. Did. E. Oh, I got it. It's ice. Well, that's a waste of a page. I see it. You see that? Solve the puzzle. The answer was ice. How did you know? All I had to do was listen to the sounds the machine made. After that, it was a trivial matter to decode. Ah, yes. I believe I've heard a noise from somewhere on the right of the device. See anything that can make it? Yeah, that's true. Ah, yes. One more thing. I heard a sound from behind the shutter. Perhaps the coffin is unlocked now. What? 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 Are you joking? Wait, what were the ones we used last time? Were 2, 3, and 5? Which would mean this one is 8, 7, 6, 4, 5 plus 2, 5, 6, 7. This combination will not open the door. Are you kidding me? What the hell, game? Five plus 2 is 7. 4 plus 6 is 10, 18. That would give you 9. What can I do about this? We'll try it anyways. It worked last time, right? trying low as possible. 2 plus 4, 5, 6. 6 plus 8 is 14. No. 6 plus 5. That's 11. 11 plus 6, 17. No, that will not work. Oh, hey, my battery's low. Let me get my charger. Eight, 2, and 6. 9. Oh, that's gotta work. Right. 9 plus 7. Yeah! Epic. Excellent work, Junpei. I figured it out, I think. Oh. Only got one left. See the light at the end of the tunnel. How far behind is the stream? Like, right now I'm in... Okay, tell me when you hear this. What was the noise? Oh, holy crap, this is a coffin. Oh, this is the first time we saw this. Okay. Nothing. Oh man, there's nobody in there. Heard it? Bro, barely. Maybe nobody. It's a long story. As you pay last. Nanny. Well, just like that. No one in there. There's something in there. Who's there? Hey, key. Now we can get through the hallway. I don't think we're using this key. It's really important though, so I'll keep it in mind. Oh, I do. Let me hear it. Hello? Glitch. Hello? Glitch. Did it work? Okay. If that happens again, tell me, cause it hasn't been happening for the past few streams, and I don't want it to start again. Two plus 4. 2 plus 4, 6. No, 2 plus 5, 6, 7. 7 plus 7, 14. 5, 7, 14. 17. 8, 2, and 7, or 5. Now, are you supposed to do this with only 5 numbers? I don't know. The screen's showing me the ball puzzle and the instructions for it. When you touch a numbered area, that area will be selected and it will turn blue. Touching a numbered ball after selecting an area will cause that ball to be moved to that area. However, you cannot move the red balls. You can only move 3 to 5 balls in a single area. Okay. Sorry, my dad walked in, but I don't know why I wanted to try that. That doesn't even make sense. It really doesn't. But 9 is 0? Sometimes I guess you know what? It was the morphogenetic fields who helped me solve that one. I won't lie. I don't know what happened. Okay, I swear to you, like I literally just I was talking to my dad and then I literally just pressed on it and then pressed every single button and was like, that's good. Wow. It's like those games always say, it just moved on its own. Way to go, Junpei. You answered all the questions. And did you hear something just now? Yeah, I heard that as well. From the bottom left corner of the desk, I believe.
A picture. What the hell is this?
This man with a mustache on the right. He's the same guy we found murdered in the captain's quarters.
Guy X is there.
He had the zero bracelet on his left arm.
Wait, that's Guy X. And then the number 9 man is there. That's the captain?
And the second man with the glasses and a doctor's coat. He's the ninth man, the one with bracelet number 9. He died after he went into door 5. But this guy, the one in the striped suit,
Ace.
Oh man, that's Ace.
Yeah, I guess it is.
No doubt about it.
I'm a little spooked out at the puzzle still, but
what does it mean? What is Ace doing in this picture?
this is them finally discovering Ace's
Not
past.
only Ace, the ninth man and Cap too. And they look happy, like they knew each other well. Why? How?
3 out of the 4 of them are dead.
How in the world are these 4 men connected?
You say Ace is in that picture?
Yeah, it doesn't look like it was taken recently, though. Ace, the ninth man, and Cap all look about 10 years younger.
Ah, so the ninth man and the man you found murdered in the captain's quarters are also in the picture?
Yeah.
Is there anyone else? Or are there only 3 people in the picture? I'm afraid I can't see it.
No, there's one more guy. He's got kinda long hair, he looks smart, but a little cold. He's the only one I don't recognize.
What's the date of the photograph?
It doesn't have one.
Did you look on the back?
Back?
Yes, the reverse. The other side.
Huh. Praying for the success of the Nonary project. With Nijisaki, Kubota, and Musashido.
Then the 4 men in this picture were the organizers of the Nonary game 9 years ago. That means Ace, the ninth man, and Cap were all responsible for making it happen. But I feel like I should be more shocked about this. It's almost as if that's just how
I
things
am.
are always supposed
We
to
are.
be. Why? Why am I not surprised? Ace was the one in charge of the Nonary project. But why? Why am I so calm?
Cause I don't know, you learned it
It's like I
already.
already knew.
Ah, of course. I understand now.
Oh my gosh, guys! Today I peaked viewers. Today I've had broken over the 4 limit, and I had 5 at 10:40 p.m. Wow! And they left immediately.
Ace was the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. He was the one who invented the game 9 years ago. He was Gentaro Hongo.
Ace is Hongo?
I had my suspicions from the beginning. Their voices were similar. Too similar to be a coincidence.
Ah, yes, you can.
I could never forget his voice.
You
It
can.
was the voice of the devil.
Yeah, random person. Let's go.
I couldn't be sure, though. After all, I had no way to check. I certainly couldn't ask him. Even if I had known, however, I would never have told you. Zero made it quite clear what would have happened if I did.
Oh my gosh, I had no idea.
Huh?
I didn't know that Ace was Hongo.
Oh, yes. I suppose you wouldn't have. 9 years ago, you were in Building Q in Nevada. But Hongo was in the Gigantic with us.
I know. That's why I didn't know what Hongo looked like. But why? Why didn't you tell me? I mean, I'm your sister, right? You could have told me.
I'm sorry. I apologize for keeping this from you. But if I'd told you, Clover, I would have told everyone else.
Yeah, probably.
And if you did, then I would have been forced to tell them about what happened 9 years ago.
She would have probably killed him.
I
Not gonna
had
lie.
to prevent that.
Hey, Junpei. You think I could borrow that picture for a sec?
Sure.
Hongo Kubota. Nijisaki Musashido.
Do you know something, Seven?
Hongo Kubota. Nijisaki Musashido. Hongo Kubota. Nijisaki Musashido.
Hey, Seven, do you...
Shut it. Just be quiet. I'm this close to remembering. This close. Hongo Kubota. Nijisaki Musashido. Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Nonary Project.
It's all coming together.
Shit.
What?
What's wrong?
Holy shit, this is nuts.
What's nuts?
I remember
Remember what?
everything.
Everything?
Everything?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I remember all of it. My memory's back. I remember what happened before I got snatched.
What?
Let me tell you what happened. Like Snake said, Ace is Hongo from the right. The other three are Musashido, Nijisaki, and Kubota. Musashido was the man with the cash. Nijisaki was Hongo's right-hand man. And Kubota developed the actual technical details of the experiments.
How do you know all this?
Come on, man, I told you, I finally got my memory back.
Wait, so then why did he encourage him to go into that door at the beginning if they're comrades?
No, that's not what I mean. I'm trying to ask you why you knew all this stuff in the first place, before you forgot it.
You really want to know?
Of course.
Me too.
This is gonna take a while. Hell, it'll probably take me a good 3 days to tell you everything.
Well, we don't have 3 days.
Just give us the short version, alright?
Short version, huh? Alright, fine. I'll give it a shot. No promises, though. I'm a detective. It's a little awkward to say this about myself, but you could probably consider me a lone wolf type.
Let's go.
I hold to my own code, because I think doing what's right is more important than doing what you're told. That's why I followed my gut that night. A slim lead brought me to the war.
Uh-oh. Yeah, you're gonna want to see this.
It was 9 years ago. The wharf had been cold as fuck, and I could barely see squat. I was investigating a mess of kidnappings, all of them children. It all had one thing in common. A history of visits to one particular hospital. A hospital under the management of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. In my investigation had turned up evidence that Cradle had been involved in the kidnappings. After a little sweet talking, I managed to finally get a real lead from someone inside Cradle. My source told me this.
Tonight, a ship is set to take the children to a large passenger liner docked offshore.
So I headed to the wharf. From the shadows, I searched the harbor until I found the ship he was talking about. There was a bunch of movement near it.
Let's go.
Men in black suits, many of them carrying large bags. Bags. There was something about the way they moved as they were carrying them. No doubt about it. There were human beings in those bags. I moved before I realized it. I came out of hiding with my gun already in my hand. Don't move. I felt metal touch the back of my head.
What sounded suspiciously like June?
Drop the gun. I could kill you right now. It'd be easy to get away with it, too. Just tie an anchor to your feet, and no one would find you for a week. Now what you want? The fish here would love a meal.
He kept digging the cold metal thing into my skull. There was nothing I could do. I did what he said and laid my gun on the ground. Then suddenly, there was a sharp pain in my neck. A needle. A drug? That was my last thought. My face hit cold concrete. I was out like a light after that.
How did they let him get that close? I mean, the man is big. I imagine he doesn't really have that many options to hide from place to place.
I woke up on a hard floor. Damn it. Shit, my head hurts. I did a quick once-over of the room. Where am I? A small, shabby bed, a dirty sink, a toilet with no privacy. I'd seen it countless times as a cop. I'm in a cell, huh? Facing the toilet was a door set into the wall. I was still pretty woozy, but I made my way over to it. I pushed and pulled on it, but it won't open. Not like I expected much else. It would be dumb enough to put me in a cell and leave it unlocked. Threw myself against the door a few times, but it wouldn't budge. I knew it. I gave up and made my way back to the bed, and sat down. Huh. I sat there for a very, very long time. Who knows how long. Then, I heard a faint voice. The voice was far away. I couldn't understand what it was saying. But I could hear one. It was pretty high, probably a little kid. Huh? No, it was several. I hear 5, or 6, maybe more. Where? Where are they coming from? I pressed my ear to the wall and tried to listen through it. No, that's not it. Left. It's coming from under the bed? I hauled on the metal frame and flipped the thing over. And there it was. The bed had hidden an air vent under it. The hole in the wall was covered by a metal grate. I dropped flat on the floor and peered through the grate. I couldn't see shit, but I knew it in my gut. This was where those voices were coming from. Hold up. Why are there kids here? But then what my inside man told me popped into my head.
Tonight, a ship is set to take the children to a large passenger liner docked offshore.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Am I on that ship? It didn't matter. All I knew was I had to get to those kids. I checked out the metal grate. Could I fit? I stuck my fingers in and grabbed it. And then... Yeah! How do you like that, you son of a bitch? I finally got the damn thing off.
He pooped.
Sweat was dripping down my face, so I wiped it off and crawled inside. The first bit or so was tight. I had a wriggle on my belly. Wind up eventually, and there was space for me to crawl along on my hands and knees. I went from crawling like a worm in dirt to skittering like a bug. Couldn't say it was much better, but I'd take what I could get. And when I'd been in the thing long enough to start wondering where it'd take me, a massive sound nearly scared the piss out of me. It was like a heavy metal door had just been slammed shut. Then there was a voice.
That was the almost poop joke. Although I still don't get what you mean by that. That was Junpei.
What? I wasn't sure what it meant, but anything with incinerator is bad news. Then, almost as if that was a cue, I heard a mess of young-sounding voices. A bunch of them were straight up screaming in terror, and all the sounds together made a howl that made the hair on my neck stand straight up. Damn it! What the hell is going on here? I scrambled through the duct as fast as I could. I made a giant racket, but I didn't care at that point. I soon found a metal door on the left side of the duct. The kids were screaming on the other side. I found it. I yanked the handle and threw the door open. I almost ripped the metal off its hinges. What the hell is this place? I couldn't believe what I saw. The room had a dome up top. There had to be about 9 walls, all the same size. Up in the ceiling was an upside-down funnel, almost like a chimney. I looked down. There they were. The kids I'd been searching for.
Oh my god. That snake, that's a Kane in the front. Is that Santa?
They all gawked up at me, suddenly silent. For the moment, from surprise and fear. Scared of the room or me, I couldn't tell. Probably both, actually.
What does this mean?
Not like I can blame them running into a mug like this when they're already scared shitless. I snorted at my own dig at myself and turned to the kids. Don't worry, kids, I'm not your enemy. I'm one of the good guys. All of them stood there, frozen. Well, except one. He was a boy, slightly older than the others, in a private school uniform.
There we go. From the art I sent you yesterday. Bruh, I was like, how is that Santa? But I mean, now I get it.
Who the hell are you?
He stepped forward and glared at me suspiciously. I'm a detective. I'm here to rescue you. It looked like they relaxed some the second I got the words out.
How are you gonna help us?
Where's the exit?
There isn't one. The doors we came in through won't open, and the door over there...
He kind of cut himself off. I think he was considering something before he changed his mind.
Anyway, there's no point. We can't all get out of here. If we don't get out of here, we're gonna be burned to death.
Burned to death?
Can't you hear it? That voice said the incinerator's gonna start up soon. So...
The voice spoke again.
Incineration will begin in 15 minutes.
They only had 15 minutes. I looked back down at the kids. Looks like a good 20 or 30 feet to the floor. No way I could pull them up. Too big of a distance for any of us to reach. What the hell was I gonna do? But then I got an idea. Wait right there. I'm gonna be right back.
What? Where is he going? Are you just gonna leave us here?
They just got frightened again. I'm not the best at that kind of thing, but I tried to reassure them with a smile. Don't worry, all right? I'll be back, I promise. So just stay calm and wait right there. Got it? I didn't wait to hear them respond. There wasn't time. I had to hurry. Well, as fast as I could on his hands and knees. Didn't take me long to get back to my cell. Still no way out of there, but I had a plan. I needed something from the room. When I got it, I dove back into the hole and took off towards the incinerator. Then... Sorry to keep you waiting, guys. I tipped out the doorway and dropped down the rope I brought with me. Back in the cell, I'd torn the bed sheets into strips and tied them together to make a rope. It was sloppy, but it got the job.
Who thinks of this? Who, like, what? Also, that's totally Snake, right? And that one has to be Lotus's daughter. Just look at the hair. And the colors.
Alright, just tie that around yourself, okay? I'll pull you up one at a time.
Right.
Wait a sec. Something was off. There were more of you before. Where'd the rest of you go? The boy in the uniform answered.
I let them go on ahead. We opened the number 9 door and they left.
What? You're telling me you opened that door?
That's what I said.
Then what the hell are you doing here?
We couldn't go with them.
Why not?
Look, the only people who can go through the numbered door...
He was in the middle of explaining when...
Incineration will begin in 5 minutes.
The wall shook a bit and the voice bouncing around.
Look, that can wait, all right? Just get us out of here!
Right! Grabbed onto the rope. First one I pulled out was a girl with a ponytail. Next was a girl with a red necktie. A boy in a jacket came after her. He said he'd climb up on his own. The boy in the uniform got the last up. Like the other kid, he climbed up the rope himself. He looked pretty scrawny, but I guess he was stronger than he looked. He moved fast, but when it was almost to me, we heard some knocking. Everyone looked at the door. It had a thick, square window set into it. On the other side, an angry face was staring in.
God damn it! What's going on here? Why is the room empty? Where the hell are those fucking kids?
The door opened, and a man stepped in looking half mad with fury. I recognized his face. I saw him many times in photos during my investigation. The man's name was Gintaru Hongo, the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Hongo saw the boy hanging from the rope. Yeah! It was like he was an animal. He lunged for the rope. Hurry!
I know!
The boy in the uniform booked it up the rope.
You son of a bitch! Get back here, you little shit!
15 feet. 10. The second I could reach the kid, I grabbed him. I hauled him up and tossed him into the duct behind me.
No!
Hongo had lost it. His face didn't even look human. It was like the bastard pulled off his fake face. He was really a terrifying devil or some kind of damn monster. I quickly reeled in the rope, leaving a furious Hongo yelling at me from the floor.
You fucking bastards! You won't get away with this! How dare you compromise this experiment?
Experiment? What experiment?
Incineration will begin in 1 minute.
Hey, old man! What the hell are you doing? Hurry up!
The boy in the uniform was trying to get my attention. I may have thrown a salute in the raging asshole's face before I closed the door behind me. He was going back to the cell, so we went down the other direction instead.
Damn, bro. He really taunted on him.
After about 30 feet, we came across another duct on the left.
Snake is totally listening to this being like, yeah. Zero's listening to this right now.
This one was heading down. Everybody nodded and took turns sliding down it. The duct emptied us out into a narrow hallway. There was a door on either side. The one on the left was a normal double door. But the one on the right was familiar. It had black and yellow stripes. And a device next to it on the wall. A plate on it read, Incinerator. Incinerator?
Yeah, that's where we were.
It was the girl with the red tie who answered me. We were inside an incinerator?
Yeah, Hongo might still be there. It looks like it's been shut off, though.
Wait, what? If he's still in there...
Yeah, that's not good.
That meant we better. We gotta get out of here. Go to the other door, hurry! The kids started running, and I was close on their heels. On the other side of the door was a large spiral staircase. Run! Didn't need to tell them twice. We went up and up and up. Our feet pounded the steps. Our arms pumping fast. We went round, round, round. The devil's on the tail. The stairway kept going. We passed a couple of landings when the boy in the uniform suddenly spoke.
Something's up. Akane's not catching up to us.
Akane?
My kid's sister. The girl with the red necktie.
Akane. That's strange. I didn't remember seeing that name on the list of missing kids.
Hey! Akane!
He kept his hands around his mouth and yelled.
Maybe we outran her.
The boy in the uniform skidded to a stop. I stopped too, and so did the other two kids. When did we do that?
Well, we passed a couple big rooms on the way here. Maybe she took a rest in one of them?
No, that's impossible.
Sorry, Grandpa. You keep going. I gotta go look for her downstairs.
He turned to go.
Hey, kid, wait! God damn it, I said wait!
I don't think the kid even heard me.
Fuck!
I spun around to the boy in the jacket, the girl with the ponytail.
I'm going after him. You two keep going, all right? You got it.
The girl nodded and ran up the stairs. But the boy...
I'm going with you.
I didn't have time to argue. I just nodded and took off down the stairs. Here, followed. We ran all the way to the bottom floor, calling for her. Kane was nowhere to be found.
God damn it, where the hell did she go?
I could tell the kid was frustrated. And then suddenly...
Help me! Somebody help me!
We heard a girl's voice.
Akane!
The boy in the uniform threw open the door and leapt into the hallway by the incinerator. We rushed in after him. I couldn't for the life of me believe what we were seeing. That bastard Hongo had Akane by the arm and was forcing her into the incinerator.
Come on, goddammit, move!
No, I don't want to! Let me go, please!
She planted her feet squarely on the floor and was struggling to get away. But Hongo was bigger and stronger. She wasn't gonna win. My brother roared with anger and charged toward Hongo.
Help me!
Ah! You're too late, idiot!
Hongo lifted Akane bodily into the air and threw her, still fighting him, into the incinerator. Before we could even blink, Hongo had leapt through the door after her. We saw him land inside. And then, the door slammed shut. We ran to the door. We did everything we could think of to get the thing open. But...
Ah! Fuck! It's no use! The goddamn thing won't move an inch!
He started slamming his fists against the door. He was close to shattering his knuckles with how hard he pounded on it.
Akane!
voice was muffled, but all of us could hear the sheer terror in it.
What should I do? I think I'm trapped in here.
Where's Hongo?
He went out the other door.
What?
Warning. Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Automatic incineration will take place in 18 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately. Repeat. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged.
Are you fucking kidding me? It's the same damn thing!
Are you there?
Yeah, we're here. Just hang on, all right? We're gonna figure out a way to save you.
His words would have seemed like a sick joke to her if she'd been able to see how white and bloodless his face was right then.
Incineration will begin in 17 minutes.
Please help me! I'm really scared. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
It's gonna be all right. I'll figure something out. I promise. I promise, okay?
It was torture listening to her sobbing on the other side of the door. Her brother was nearly crying himself. He could only stand there, fists clenched so tight his knuckles were white.
What happened then?
Come on, man. Put yourself in my shoes. It doesn't end good. You think I want to remember that?
Then...
Yeah. Shit. If I'd known it was gonna be like this, I almost wish I hadn't remembered.
Hey, are you sure?
Huh?
Look, I don't want to ask this either, but there's something I don't get. So if you could just tell me, did that girl, Akane, really...
Yeah, I'm sure. There wasn't anything we could do. After a while, the countdown ended, and we heard something... burning. The fire stopped, but we still didn't move. Me and the jacket kid were frozen. The boy in the uniform collapsed as if he couldn't hold himself up anymore. A few minutes passed. The door opened. The boy in the uniform tripped over his own feet running in. We followed, too numb to speak. The air in the incinerator was hot. Every breath made my lungs feel like they were on fire. It was like standing on hot asphalt. The air was wavering, and in the middle of the room, there it lay. The kid's legs were shaking so bad, I don't know how he managed to walk. I couldn't see his face, but his body somehow looked empty. Finally, he reached it. He fell to his knees as his legs gave out on him. And then...
Can I ask you one more thing?
What's that?
The girl, Akane. What was her last name?
What does it matter to you?
Just tell me, okay? Please?
Kurashiki. Her name was Akane Kurashiki. You were there that day, weren't you? The tall kid in the jacket. That was you, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. You are correct, Detective. Don't misunderstand me. I told you before how Zero threatened me. There was nothing I could do. I couldn't say anything about what happened 9 years ago.
So you're saying you're not working for Zero, right?
Of course not.
Clover, what about you?
Hey, come on! You really think I'm working with Zero? I told you before, you idiot! I was in Nevada, in Building Q. I did hear that a detective rescued the kids on the boat, but I didn't know it was you.
Well, I guess I believe you. All right, let me ask you another question. Santa's real name is Aoi Kurashiki. He's Akane's brother. You know that?
No! No, I didn't. Did you?
Well, yes. I know Aoi Kurashiki was her brother, but I didn't know he was Santa. At least not from the beginning. 9 years ago, he was in the middle of puberty. His voice is entirely different now. I'm ashamed to say that even my exceptional hearing wasn't able to make that connection. As such, I had no reason to think Santa was Aoi.
When did you figure it out?
Clover told me that Santa might have been one of the subjects of the initial experiment. It was only a short while ago, while we were leaving the library. When she told me that, I had a feeling.
Santa is Aoi? Akane Kurashiki, June's brother?
There's still a lot we don't know. I mean, like a lot. But there is one thing I think we can say we know.
What's that?
The body we found in the shower room. It had to be Nijisaki, dressed up to look like Snake.
What?
Come on, man, what kind of detective are you? You didn't figure that out already?
Hey, go easy on me, man. I just got my memory back, all right? Cut me some slack.
Well, if he is, the 3 murders make sense then, don't they? Yeah, that's right. Murder. Kubota blew himself up, but that was murder too. So why did these murders take place?
If Junpei is correct, and the body in the shower room was Nijisaki's, that means all of the people who were murdered were involved with the creation of the Nonary Project. Kubota, the person who conducted the actual experiments. Nijisaki, Hongo's assistant. Musashido, the man who financed the project.
You mean this was all just revenge? Santa is Zero. He's getting revenge for the death of his sister. That's why he killed them.
No, I don't think Santa actually murdered anyone. If I'm right, then it's not hard to figure out who the next victim's gonna be, is it? I'm pretty sure I don't have to tell you.
Yes.
Yep.
Right.
The next target will be Gentaro Hongo.
The person who planned the Nonary Project.
In other words, Ace.
What?
What the hell's going on here?
It must be 6 a.m. Our time is up.
Shit!
Come on, we need to get out of here.
How?
I'm betting this sucker opens the exit. Come on, let's go.
New material has been added to the file screen. Wow, that was a lot of story, huh? How do you all feel? Junpei, look, it's unlocked. Yeah, now we can go back to the library. Hurry up, Junpei, we don't have time. Let's go. And they open that door fast. Akane is June.
Huh. I think the shaking stopped.
It would seem so, but we are yet to be out of danger.
You're right. Let's hurry.
This exit needs the Uranus card too. Hey, Junpei.
Yeah, I know. All right, it's open. Let's go.
So
Okay,
June and
Neptune
Santa
Key,
are
let's see
related.
if you work.
7 was there. Clover was involved in the Nonary Project. Ace created the Nonary Project. 7 was the one who investigated the Nonary Project.
It says incinerator.
What is Junpei?
So this is the incinerator.
This is the first time I've seen it from this side, but yeah, I think so.
Then there ought to be a lever near the door.
Yeah, right here.
Pull that and the door should open.
What is Junpei? Who is June?
Got it. Let's go. What the hell is going on? What's wrong? Are you okay?
Jumpy, you came to get me.
Of course I did. I made a promise.
I'm so glad you're here. So glad.
Hey, what happened to you?
I'm fine. I just fainted. I wasn't feeling very good. I'm feeling a lot better now, though.
Are you sure?
Yes. I just need to rest a little longer. I'm sure I'll be fine. You shouldn't worry about me.
Santa.
Hey, where is it? Where's the gun? You hide it somewhere?
I don't have it. I got sucker punched and they took the gun.
What?
What? Isn't that obvious?
I took the gun.
Ace.
Just what the hell do you think you're doing, Ace? Or maybe I ought to say Gentaro Hongo, CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals?
You have me at a disadvantage. And I don't like that. You know me, but I don't know you. Do you have any idea how much I've suffered? Can you even begin to understand my pain?
The pain of prosopagnosia, right?
Another irritating insect. And how do you know that?
Good question.
No matter. If you don't want to answer, it makes no difference to me. This is a waste of time anyway. It's time for me to go. First is 1. Give me your hand. 8. And with this... 9.
The ninth man. Kubota's bracelet.
I believe I've won this game. I've had quite a time playing with you. I must thank Zero, I suppose.
Wait, what? Ace doesn't know who Zero is. What the hell are you planning, Santa?
At any rate, this game ends now. I will escape, and the rest of you will have a slightly less pleasant ending. I suggest you enjoy your final moments. Goodbye. Wait! What? Why isn't it opening? One more time. Now open! No! What is this? That digital route should be 9! It has to be 9! Then why? Why isn't it opening? Now! No! Oh.
Oh, that was close. Too close. Thank you, Seven.
Don't mention it. Just one punch ain't enough for this piece of shit. After what he did 9 years ago, I ought to rip him to pieces. But if a suspect can't talk, they ain't much good. Once he's locked up in a cell, we're gonna have a little chat.
9 years ago? Then you must be...
Yeah, you finally figured it out, dumbass.
Ace, you killed Kubota, Nijisaki, and Musashido, didn't you?
Wait, Nijisaki?
Oh, right. You don't know yet. All right, we'll just go through them in order then. Let's start off with Kubota. You talked to Kubota and managed to convince him to go into door 5 alone. You killed him without making it look like you killed him. The way I figure it, you had 4 motives. 1. In the nonary game, the number 9 is dangerous. Whoever had the 9 bracelet could join whatever team they wanted. Adding 9 to any number doesn't change the digital route, which means that number 9 could do whatever they wanted. You wanted to remove that threat as soon as possible. 2. You wanted the number 9 bracelet for yourself, so that you could make use of its power. In fact, you did use it in the murder of Nijisaki. 3. Even if his number hadn't been 9, Kubota was a problem. He knew your past. He knew what had happened 9 years before. You needed to silence him before he told anyone. 4. But last, and perhaps the most disturbing, you used Kubota as a test. You wanted to know how serious this nonary game was. Was it truly life or death, or simply a harmless prank? You convinced him to break the rules so you could see what would happen. That was why you killed Kubota. But he was only the first. Next was Nijisaki. While everyone was off looking for the missing parts for the Reds, you ran into Nijisaki near the big hospital room. However, because of your prosopagnosia, you didn't realize he was Nijisaki. Chiefly because, when you met him, he was dressed like Snake. That was why you thought Nijisaki was Snake.
No, that's not... That was Nijisaki? Why? How did...
I'll get to that. Anyway, you thought he was Snake. Snake was one of the kids in your experiment 9 years ago. You remembered him because he was the blind kid, but his presence made you think. Snake was one of my subjects 9 years ago. He probably hates me. But if that's true, why isn't he saying anything? Is he keeping quiet because he can't see? Or perhaps he's working with Zero to get revenge on me. Whatever the reason, anyone who knows my past is a threat. Before he tries anything, I need to get rid of him. That was when you decided you had to kill him. The murder weapon was Kubota's bracelet. You just waved it over the Red. Verified your own number and then grabbed Nijisaki's arm and forced it over the scanner panel. Then, when the door opened, you kicked him in. 9 seconds later, the door closed. And then 81 seconds passed. And poor Nijisaki was dead.
And you mean to say... Snake is still alive?
Sorry to disappoint you, but I'm as good as new. Thank you for killing the wrong man. But I can't say I like knowing that you wanted me dead. Although, to be honest, even if you hadn't tried to kill me, I would still hate you very much.
Well, I wouldn't blame you.
Last but not least, let's talk about Musashido's death. When Clover and I were investigating the chart room, you came over to talk to me. Do you remember what you said?
Oh, a pocket watch. Might I take a look at it?
I handed it to you, and you left the room. You had been in charge of the Nonary project. Of course you would have known the solution to every puzzle, which would mean that you also knew how to get out of the wheelhouse. All you had to do was place the watch in the indentation on the door to unlock it. With the door open, you could enter the captain's quarters. Musashido was there. Conveniently placed next to him was an axe that practically begged you to kill him with it. You picked up that axe and buried the blade deep in the other man's chest. One blow was all it took. And then you returned to the chart room as if nothing had happened.
There was something I wanted to speak with you about, Junpei. Could you come with me for a moment?
I had no reason to say no, so I followed you to the wheelhouse. When we stepped inside, remember how you slipped your hand into my vest? You pulled out a piece of paper, the one I used to cheat during the vote. But that wasn't really what you were after. Your true purpose had been to slip the watch into my pocket. It wasn't a very good plan. Had way too many holes, and someone saying the wrong thing could have brought it all down around you. You must have been desperate. But what made you willing to risk it all to do it? Ace, Musashido's murder is the only one I don't understand. You obviously did it. But why?
Because of this.
What's with the paper?
Just read it.
Let's see. Number 1. There are 2 ways you might survive this ordeal. The first is to win the Nonary game. The second is for you to confess your sins of 9 years past. I have prepared a camera in the captain's quarters. The images captured by that camera will be streamed through a satellite and distributed across the world. Simply look into the camera and repent. Once you have confessed everything, I will release you from this ship. To make your confession more credible, I have left you a witness in the captain's quarters. Perhaps he will confess with you. The decision is yours. Do as you please. Zero.
When I awoke in that room on D-Deck, I found that in my pocket. That was why I chose door 1 when we voted. If I went through that door, I knew I could get to the captain's quarters. As you said, I knew how to enter the wheelhouse. My plan was to find the pocket watch before anyone else. If I could, then my alibi would be set. At least, that was the plan. Unfortunately for me, you got to it first. That sleight of hand was the best I could manage on short notice.
You meant to kill him from the beginning, then? Musashido, I mean.
I only knew Musashido was the witness after I reached the captain's quarters. I asked him, and he answered. He seemed groggy. Perhaps he had only just awoken from sedation. I suppose Nijisaki was in much the same state. He seemed confused and disoriented when I encountered him. But yes, you are correct. I intended to kill him from the beginning, even though I didn't know who he was. I proceeded to the captain's quarters in order to remove this so-called witness.
Ace, you figured it out, haven't you? You were being manipulated.
Yes, so it would seem. I was little more than a puppet, in many ways. Everywhere I went, everything was already prepared. The Reds in the large hospital room were dismantled. Nijisaki was dressed like Snake. There was an axe in the captain's quarters. Musashido was delirious from the anesthetic, so he couldn't fight back. Nijisaki as well. In retrospect, I can't understand how I could have fallen into such a simple trap. But yes, this was a trap. It was Zero's trap. And I fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. I did everything he wanted me to do.
Yeah. By manipulating you, Zero was able to kill 3 people and keep the blood off his own hands. All of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why this nonary game happened. Am I right, Santa?
Huh? What the hell are you talking about? I don't know any...
Ain't no point trying to play dumb anymore, Santa. Actually, I guess I should call you Aoi Kurashiki, huh? My memory came back to me, kid. You're Aoi Kurashiki, no doubt about it. Never thought I'd be back in this room talking to you. But hey, I guess this was all part of your plan, right? After all, the person who planned the nonary game this time around was Zero. And Zero's you.
Looks like you really do have your memories back, huh? Well, I guess there's no point in hiding it then, huh? Yeah, you got me. I'm Aoi Kurashiki. I was one of the kids in the nonary game 9 years ago. I made it out. So did Snake over there. But there's one thing... No, I guess there's 2 things you got wrong. Number 1, I ain't Zero.
What?
Wait, what?
Sure, I was helping Zero out, but I'm really more of an assistant, like a secretary. But an assistant's only an assistant. I didn't come up with all this. All I did was follow Zero's orders.
Then, if you're not Zero, who is?
Calm down there, Junpei. Didn't I say 2 things? You made one more mistake. Junpei, you just said all of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why this nonary game happened. But that's not it. Revenge isn't the only purpose. There's another reason you guys were playing the nonary game. To save someone.
Save someone?
Right. You were brought here to help my sister. To save Akane.
What the hell are you talking about? Akane Kurashiki died 9 years ago in this room. I was there. I saw... What? What the hell? Where is she? Where's Akane Kurashiki? Ugh! Oh, my head! My head, it feels like it's gonna pop.
7! What the hell is going on?
I don't know. I just... Oh! I swear to God, my head feels like it's about to explode!
What was the Nonary Project? I'm sure you know already, but I'll tell you one more time. It was a project designed to test a particular phenomenon. And what was that phenomenon? For 2 organisms to communicate with one another in the absence of physical contact. The morphogenetic field theory. Could human beings use these invisible fields to exchange information? That was what this experiment was conducted to determine. There were two separate locations. One was the Gigantic, and the other was a building in Nevada called Building Q. The 9 children trapped in Building Q were faced with numerous puzzles, copies of identical ones on the Gigantic. They were told to send their answers into the morphic field set and transmit them to their brothers and sisters on the Gigantic. The transmitters were put in Building Q, and the receivers were put on the Gigantic. Each sibling pair was supposed to be split up, but there was a mistake. Akane was a transmitter. She should have been in Building Q. However, for some reason, she was placed on the Gigantic with the receivers, like me. Perhaps she was mistaken for someone who was supposed to be in Group A. Whatever the case, Akane ended up on the Gigantic. I think I've told you enough. You get it, don't you? I'm pretty sure you know where this is going, Junpei.
Where what is going?
Don't play dumb. You know things you shouldn't. Things you couldn't. How did you know Ace had prosopagnosia? How did you know why Ace wanted to kill Kubota and how Nijisaki was killed? Were you surprised when you found out Ace was Hongo? And what about the coffin Snake was trapped in? How the hell did you open it?
Well, that's...
He knew because I knew. Junpei was receiving information that I sent to him through the morphic field set. It's simple, really. How do I know the alternate futures then? Imagine a river that splits in two, like an upside down Y. The river flows from the top to the bottom, from a single stem into 2 branches. It only flows in one direction. It can never flow backward. Information is the same way. It moves from the past to the future, but it never flows backwards. That's why people at the river's source in the past will never know about those downstream in the future. But the people downstream will never know about one another either. Information only flows along the path of the river. But I am different. I can manipulate the morphic field set to pluck knowledge from the future. I know what happens on either fork of the river. Even though the people on either fork know nothing about one another. Now, who am I? I am I, the 9th letter of the alphabet. But I am also 0. No, that's not true. I'm not really 0. Not yet. Perhaps you could say that I am less than 0. 0 is my future. In 9 years, I will be 0. Where did she go? June. No, Akane. Where did you go?
Santa!
Wise Clover. Oh, crap.
Freeze.
Santa's got the gun. Guess he picked it up when we weren't watching. Looks like he's turned the 8 tables on Ace, though. Wonder how he likes having a gun to his head.
Get up.
Sure isn't about to take that gun off him for a minute, is he? Ace isn't putting up any kind of fight. I mean, I don't think I would either, but he just looks drained. I guess he's going for the door, huh? He doesn't need to verify to go through that door, but...
Hey, what's your plan, Santa? What are you doing?
He can't get through any numbered doors with just 2 people. What the hell is he thinking?
Didn't I tell you? I'm Santa Claus. It's time for me to go make a wish come true.
That's it? That's all he's gonna give us? What the hell does that even mean? Crap, they're out. And now the gate's shut. Looks like the rest of us are stuck in here. They're all looking at me. At least Seven's headache is gone. He seems to be alright. Well, I guess there's no harm in trying. Let's see if this door still opens.
Well, it looks like this door isn't opening anytime soon.
Oh, you mean we're trapped?
So it would seem.
What the hell is Santa trying to do?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, what?
Have you considered where we are? There can really only be one thing Santa would do now.
No, you can't be serious.
Oh, but he is. Crap, we gotta do something. Maybe we can still get out through door 9. There's the red. Yeah, alright. We can do this. I just got it. No. It's not gonna work. There's no way. The 5 of us can't open this door. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 equals 26. 2 plus 6 equals 8. Is there any combination that will work?
Can I borrow your pen and notebook?
Sure, why not? I don't think I'm gonna need them. Ever again. Well, she certainly looks purposeful. Looks like she's writing equations. A lot of them. Huh? Oh man, she doesn't look very happy. What? Hey, no need to be ripping pages out like that. Jeez.
What the hell are you doing, Clover? Give me that!
Alright, at least Seven's got it away from her. Maybe now I can get a look at what she was writing. Let's see.
What?
What?
There's no other way.
Lotus. Looks like she'd figure it out though. Man, this is just too cruel.
It's okay. Go.
Lotus.
Lotus.
Come on, you know we can't do that.
Don't give me that. I'm sure you'd love to get rid of me.
God damn it, you idiot!
Whoa, where the hell did that come from? Looks like she expected that about as much as I did.
If you're not... Look, it'd be bad, alright?
For a cop, he sure doesn't have much confidence.
Yeah. If there weren't assholes like you around, I'd be out of a job.
Uh-huh.
Look, I'm just not leaving you behind, alright? End of story.
7.
He's right. I'm not leaving you either.
Me too.
You didn't honestly think I'd abandon you, did you?
You're all idiots.
Act as tough as you want, Lotus. We can all see you're about to cry.
That being said, however, I doubt we would be able to open the door anyway, even if we were to leave Lotus behind.
Huh? Why?
I trust you remember what happened to Ace? I couldn't, see exactly what happened, but I was able to guess what he was attempting to do earlier, at the Red.
Oh, yeah.
No! What is this? Why? The digital route should be 9! It has to be 9! Then why? Why isn't it opening?
Just to see, why don't we give it a shot?
Give it a shot.
Yes, that is what I said.
Plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 equals 18. 1 plus 8 is 9.
You were right.
It ain't opening.
But it did open 9 years ago. The digital route was 9 then, I'm sure of it.
You think maybe they changed the settings?
Perhaps.
Crap. If we can't get through the door, we can't get out. Walls are way too high. There's no way in hell we could get to that hole 7 popped out of 9 years ago. All we can do is stand here and stare at this door with a 9 on it. I guess this is it. This is the end. Top right. I was watching. I had watched everything that was reflected in his eyes. I was listening. Every sound that vibrated in his eardrums, I heard. Smell, taste, touch. I felt everything he felt. I knew. I knew everything about him. What he was thinking, what he was feeling, what he was sensing. All of his feelings and worries and fears became mine. My mind, my consciousness was inside of him. So, through the morphic field set, we were resonant, and we were as one. I was him, and at the same time, I was an observer. It started with a tremendous noise, like a clap of thunder. That was approximately 9 hours ago. A bomb had gone off on the ship we were on. That was when my resonance with him began. My resonant event melted into him and we became one inside of Junpei. Somehow I found myself in Junpei's mind 9 years in the future. But I didn't lose myself. I was living in two realities at once. One was the present and the other was the future. Perhaps you can think of it as two movies showing on the same screen at the same time. Eventually, it becomes difficult to separate them and determine which movie is which. However, if I concentrated, I was able to focus on one or the other. That's why I was able to grasp what was happening in front of me.
Come on, over here!
That was my brother, Aoi. He was yelling. I followed him. Around me were 7 other children. They all looked like they were about my age.
Hurry up!
We ran down a long straight hallway and burst into the large hospital room. Everyone was arguing. 2 of the boys got into a fist fight. A girl watching them began to cry. I want to go home, she cried. I want to go home. Another girl slapped the crying girl and glared down at her. It has been 2 hours since the nonary game began. We were starting to fall apart. But just when all hope seemed lost, Light started talking. He was blind. 9 years later, we would call him Snake.
Hello? Everyone? Could you come over here for a moment?
He was older than most of us and his voice had authority and dignity. The fights died down and we gathered around
I
him.
have a little sister. She is very important to me. Right now, she is over in Building Q and is desperately trying to send information over to me. Her name is Clover, and today is her 9th birthday.
As he spoke, he pulled something from his pocket. In his hand were 9 4-leaf closers.
I was going to give these to her as a birthday present. I was outside picking them when I was abducted. I'm sure I've already told you, but I am blind. For a man who can't see, collecting 9 of a very specific plant is, well, it is difficult. But my sister means a great deal to me. And I hope that these would show her how much I cared for her. Since it's her 9th birthday, I thought 9 4-leaf clovers would be appropriate. Every one of you has a brother or a sister in Building Q with Clover. For their sake, we have to survive. We have to get off this ship. Do you understand? If we're going to do that, there are 3 things you have to remember. We need trust and love, and we have to have faith in one another. If we can take all 3 of those to heart, then I promise that good luck will come our way. Did you know that the leaves on the 4-leaf clover mean faith, trust, love, and luck? Those words are leaf words. So if you believe what I've told you, and you understand, then I want you each to have one of these. They're a promise between friends.
He gave a clover to each of us. I took one too. Eventually, he was left with only a single 4-leaf clover. He had one last thing to say.
Don't ever forget, so long as you have that, we will always be connected. Do you understand?
When he finished, the tension of only a few minutes before was gone. We were calm. After that, we ran around the ship for a while longer and opened several of the numbered doors until we finally found a door with the number 9 on it. In fact, there were 2 doors with the 9 on them, and we found them in the chapel. We split into 2 groups and walked through the doors. Before long, we all found ourselves in a room with a ceiling that looked like an upside-down funnel. For some reason, this room had another number 9, but this time it was only 1. But if there was only 1 door, that meant only 5 people could escape.
What are we gonna do? There aren't any other doors.
We began to panic. Then, as if things had not gotten bad enough already,
Warning. Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Automatic incineration will take place in 18 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately. Repeat. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged.
What? What's happening? What did that thing say? That didn't sound good.
my brother always swallowed hard and answered,
This room is gonna burn.
Burn!
The plaque on the door says incinerator, and that voice said that the incineration is about to start. And incinerate means to burn.
No! Help me!
Abject terror filled the room as everyone began to scream and cry. Every pair of eyes were filled with despair. Then, high up on the wall, a door opened and a man appeared. He was huge, frightening mountain of a man, as large as a bear. 9 years later, we would call him 7.
Don't worry, kids. I'm not your enemy. I'm one of the good guys. I'm a detective. I'm here to rescue you.
The rest happened just like 7 had said it did. The 4 of us who had stayed behind were saved by 7. We crawled through the vent away from the incinerator and slid down into the hall. We came out on the other side of door 9. On the wall opposite to the door was a set of double doors. We went through those and began to run up the spiral stairs. As we ran, I led the way. Behind me were Nona, my brother Aoi, Snake, and 7. The other children, the ones who'd gone through door 9 before us, were up ahead. I could hear them cheering each other on. We ran and ran and ran. We leapt across as many stairs as we could and kept running. The stairs spiraled upward like a tornado. Eventually, I pulled ahead of the rest. Perhaps Nona had slowed them down. I didn't want to lose them, so I slowed down as well. I didn't want to stop, but I glanced over my shoulder from time to time to see if they had caught up. That was when I realized.
No, where is it? Did I drop Jumpy's present?
I knew I'd had it with me when we passed through the vent. Then, had I dropped it as we slid out? I had to go back. I had to. But I knew I couldn't tell the others. They would stop me, I was sure of that. I didn't stop to think, I simply moved. I ran to the central hall, the room that connected to all the other areas of the ship. I hid in the shadows, and moments later I felt a rush of wind as they ran past me up the staircase. I waited until they were out of sight, and then I ran. I moved as quietly as I could, down and down and down. Finally, I reached the bottom deck. I ran into the hallway and looked around frantically.
There it is!
It was just where I thought it'd be, sitting under the opening of the vent. I ran over and snatched it from the floor, but as I ran back towards the stairs in freedom, the door to the incinerator opened and a man stepped out. It was Hongo. Kentaro Hongo. 9 years later, we would call him Ace.
Ah, how wonderful to see you decided to come back.
His smile made my blood run cold. It looked mechanical, as if someone had simply pulled up the corners of his mouth.
Come with me. We must continue the experiment.
I shook my head, eyes wide. Slowly, I began to walk backwards. 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps. And I spun around and broke into a run. I felt Hongo's hand close over my left wrist.
I said, come with me.
There was an edge of insanity to his voice now. I pulled as hard as I could.
No, stop! Let go of me! Let go!
I shook my body and flailed my arms, trying desperately to get Hongo to let go of me. But I was still only a child. I was no match for a man like Hongo.
Stop struggling, goddammit! Do as I tell you!
He heaved on my arm, trying to pull me into the incinerator. I screamed.
Help me! Somebody help me!
Then suddenly, the door to the stairs flew open, and my brother Aoi burst out of it. Behind him came Seven and Snake.
Akane!
He cried my name again as he leapt toward Hongo.
You came back!
I cried out. But then
You're too late, idiot!
Hongo threw his full weight against my arm, pulling us both into the incinerator. The force of it threw me to the floor. I scrambled to my feet and looked toward the open number 9 door. Hongo stood between it and me, but behind him I could see my brother, his fist clenched. But those fists never reached Hongo. With the cold, heartless screech of metal on metal, the door slammed shut. Hongo glanced at me mechanically, his face registering that there was an object there, but not anything he would consider a human being. Then he turned away and walked to the red that sat next to the door. He reached into his pocket and removed 2 bracelets. He waved them both over the scanner panel. 2 asterisks appeared on the red. He checked the screen, then tossed the bracelets carelessly onto the floor. What was he doing? What was the point? He made no effort to explain himself, of course. He said nothing at all, and walked past me as though I were nothing more than a rock by the roadside. A few moments later, the 2 other doors slid shut as well. Faintly, I could hear someone pounding on the door behind me. I turned around and ran towards the door with the 9.
Akane! Akane! Are you okay?
I could hear a voice from the other side of the door. A worried, frightened voice. My throat was already raw, but I screamed as loud as I could. My voice echoed lonely around the empty room.
What should I do? I think I'm trapped in here!
Where's Hongo?
He went out the other door!
What?
And it started again.
Warning. Warning. Emergency Incineration Command has been acknowledged. Incineration will begin in 18 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately.
Holy crap. Man, I knew what it was gonna say, but that is one hell of a creepy voice.
I knew it!
It's starting.
Santa started the incinerator.
Fuck! Man, I never thought I'd hear that damn voice again after 9 years.
What the hell? What the hell? What in God's name are you talking about? It's 9 years this and 9 years that, and when it's not 9 years something, then you're talking about some sort of fucking experiments. You aren't making any sense.
I'm sorry, Lotus, but we really don't have time to explain it right now. I promise. I'll tell you everything once we get out of here.
But...
Incineration will begin in 17 minutes.
You know what that means, right? Incinerate means burn.
what kind of idiot do you think I am? I know what incinerate means.
Well...
God damn it! Okay, fine. I won't ask anything else. Talk about whatever you want. But you have to do something for me. 7, figure this out.
What? Why me?
Just shut up and stop this thing.
How the hell?
There has to be some sort of emergency shut-off button.
There isn't anything like that.
How the hell do you know?
Because I looked for it 9 years ago.
Yeah, Lotus isn't happy about that. Can't really blame her. Wait. The floor, it's moving. What else can I say about it?
What the hell is that?
But
What is that?
what else could I say? The floor opened and a machine rose up out of it. It looked like a computer. At least it kind of did. There was a monitor, a keyboard, and a cross-shaped device of some kind. Something about the machine scared me, but I forced myself to walk up to it. I was terrified. Tears poured down my face. I wiped them off, even as more took their place, and forced myself forward. Finally, I reached it. I looked at the screen. It was blank. All I saw was my own frightened face staring back at me from the glass, drenched in tears. All I can see on the screen is a reflection of my own face. I'm looking kind of freaked out. I know I'm sweating like crazy, but seeing it kind of drives it home. Okay, Junpei, just calm down, alright? Everything's gonna be okay. Yeah, man. I wish that thing would just shut up.
Incineration will begin in 15 minutes.
Alright, back to this thing. If it's only showing up now, then it's gotta be important. But what the hell am I supposed to do with it?
Hey, move!
Yeah. Hey, we're all tense, lady. That doesn't mean you get to shove people around.
It's turned on. There's nothing on the screen, though. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. If there's nothing on here, how are we supposed to do anything with it?
Sure, I'll just push buttons. I'm sure that... Well, at least it's on now. What's on the screen, though?
What is this?
What's up?
It looks like some sort of puzzle.
It's got a bunch of numbers and letters scattered across a 5x5 grid. The numbers range from 1 to 8.
Do you think that if we solve this puzzle...
The incinerator will stop? Yeah. Well, we can hope, right?
Alright, puzzle. How do you work? Ah, man, that goddamn voice again.
Incineration will begin in 13 minutes.
Shit, 13 minutes. Can we really do this? My heart feels like it's gonna pop. My heart was pounding like it was about to explode. I stared at the puzzle on the screen. I was sure I had to solve it somehow, but I had no idea how. My connection to Jumpy had been gone for a while. His mind was gone. I couldn't get any more information from him. I felt the seconds tick by as I stared at the screen, completely lost. My cheeks felt hot as tears poured over them. Then I heard a voice.
Hey, what are you doing?
It was muffled. I turned around. Pressed against the window in the entry door was a face. A frightening, evil face. It was Hongo. How long had he been watching me?
Don't know what to do.
He was yelling, but his voice was still muffled.
It's simple, really. But I suppose I might as well tell you. Just solve the puzzle on that machine.
His laughter was muffled by the door, but it still tore at my heart like the claws of a vicious monster. I bit my lip and glared at Hongo, struggling to hold back hot tears.
You're a terrible person! I hate you!
Oh my! How could you call a gentleman such as myself a terrible person? That's not very nice. I'm quite fair. I don't use tricks or play dirty. You see? I've even left you a way out.
A way out?
Didn't you hear me? All you have to do is solve that puzzle. Do that, and you can stop the incinerator.
What's the point of stopping it? You'll only capture me and make me do this all again. I'm not going to listen to you. If you're just going to throw me back in here, I might as well just die now.
My goodness, haven't you listened to anything I've said? I told you, I'm a fair man.
Huh?
If you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will in turn activate. If this experiment is to deliver valid results, there must be a chance of success. If you succeed, you will escape.
The verification function of the red?
Then I remembered. Before Hongo left the room, he had scanned 2 bracelets into the red.
Ah, so you do remember. Right now there are 2 numbers in the red. The first is 1, and the second is 3. Say, Akane, what's your number?
I looked down at my left hand. The face on my bracelet showed a 5. 1 plus 3 plus 5 is 9. I ran to the door with the 9 on it. I grabbed the red and put my hands against the scanner panel.
You really aren't one for listening, are you?
I hear Hongo's muffled voice from across the room.
I've already told you, didn't I? Once you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will activate. In other words, if you haven't solved the puzzle, you can't enter your number. What kind of fool are you?
Why are you doing this?
You could never understand. You don't know what it's like to spend every day surrounded by monkeys. Now start the experiment. Solve the puzzle.
I can't! I don't know how!
Of course you don't. Isn't that the point? You understand, don't you? Access the morphogenetic field and find the solution.
I can't!
Then you'll die. You'll burn alive. It's gonna be quite hot in there in a few minutes. I imagine it'll be very painful.
His horrible laugh echoed across the room, and even after his face disappeared from the window, I could hear it.
Incineration will begin in 10 minutes.
I was crying, great gulping sobs broken by hiccups that shook my body. I was terrified. I could feel my fear pressing down on me like a tremendous weight. Somehow, I forced my shaking legs to carry me back to the device. I stared at the monitor.
I can't. I just can't. There's no way. I can't figure this out.
What was I going to do? I didn't know. I didn't even know where to start. Fear scattered my thoughts, and all I could think of was how I was going to die. My palms were sweating and my blood was boiling in my veins. It was hot. So hot. I couldn't breathe. I felt dizzy. My heart roared in my chest as if it would pound itself to pieces. I reached into my pocket. I wrapped my hand around the thing I'd come back to get. The doll Jumpy had given me. At least I had that. I held it tight with both hands and prayed.
Help me! Jumpy! Help me! Help me! Help me! Jumpy! 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 Please! Help me! Jumpy!
Akane?
Akane?
Who the hell is Akane?
Oh god, I have a feeling I'm gonna have to solve this. Seven and Lotus don't understand. I think Clover and Snake have an idea though. Clover's looking at me, and I think Snake may have figured it out. No, it doesn't matter. They're in my way. Where'd she go? Maybe over here?
Akane! Akane! Can you hear me? Akane! Say something!
Crap. Did something break our connections? I swear I just heard her. Frick.
Akane! Answer me! Akane!
Jumpy?
I spun around. I heard a voice. His voice. I looked around. He wasn't in the room, of course, but I'd heard it so clearly. Like he was right there.
Jumpy!
I screamed as loud as I could.
Akane!
Jumpy!
That's her. She's there. And that means...
Akane! Akane!
Yes, I
He
am!
didn't read it.
How did you know?
I couldn't believe that he knew that. Now I understand what Santa meant.
There's only one way to help her. You were brought here to help my sister. To save Akane.
I think I get it now.
Incineration will begin in 7 minutes.
Jumpy, we don't have time!
As quickly as I could, I told him that I had to solve the puzzle in order to stop the incinerator.
Got it!
And I do. I get everything now. At last, I finally understand what this all means. I know why the nonary game was held today. I know why we were kidnapped and brought here. It was all for this moment. All of this was planned out to lead to this one moment. Oh my god. This is insane. I can't believe it, but there's only one possible answer. June is 0, is Akane Kurashiki. She recreated the history of the future that she had a glimpse of 9 years ago. She tried to save herself that way 9 years ago. No, she's trying to save herself right now. That means that there's only one thing for me to do. Even if this is all some sort of insane plan, I will save her. I will save Akane Kurashiki. I must save her, no matter what.
Incineration will begin in 6 minutes.
The voice reminded me how much time I had left.
Yeah, I know. Just hang on, alright? I promise I'll get you out of there. I'm not gonna let you die. I promise. So don't worry, alright? Just give me a few minutes, okay?
Okay.
My voice shook as I answered. It was hot in the room. It felt like my heart was on fire. 6 minutes or not, my heart burned with my feelings for him. Alright, time to get to work, Junpei. Snake talking to them about something? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Get out of my way.
Hey, what are you...
Just trust me, okay?
Sorry, Lotus. I didn't mean to snap there, but there's a lot more at stake here than your pride. I'll apologize later, alright? let's have a look at this thing. We've got numbers all over this grid. I think the panels are out of order, so I just need to switch these out. Staring at it isn't gonna accomplish anything. I'll just have to try it.
Think of what I did all those times before. I'm gonna do this on my own, with my own mind. I'm gonna solve this problem.
No! When I pressed hint, numbers appeared in empty spots in the grid. They're all single digits. I get the feeling the numbers change when I switch out the yellow squares. But this square at the bottom, why does it stay blank when I press hint? Switching the switch again makes the buttons disappear. And is there some special meaning to there being the two modes? What could it mean? I flip the hint off. All the empty spots look like the one in the bottom right. Does that mean they're supposed to match? Maybe I need to make all the numbers in the squares the same. If I switch out a yellow square, the numbers that show up in hint change too. Looks like the numbers are affected by the adjacent squares. For example, if I switch out a 3 with a 5, the hint number increases with the 2. I bet the hint just adds the surrounding numbers. There are letters here too. We've used letters before. Maybe I need to replace the letters with numbers. Passwords. Password. Password? I'm inputting the password now, then are there any hints? What am I supposed to put here? Screen appeared after I solved the last puzzle. Maybe the hint was in that one?
Yes, that's it. Akane, did you get it?
Yes, I did! I solved it! I mean, really, you solved it for me, but I copied everything you did! Now I just have to press enter!
Then what the hell are you waiting for? Push it!
Okay, I will!
I hit the enter key.
Emergency shutdown command has been confirmed. Incineration system has been disabled.
Jumpy! It worked! It worked! The incinerator shut down! It worked!
Tears rolled down my face as I cried out to him, but they were a very different sort of tears. A wonderful feeling of accomplishment and relief flooded my body. At the same time, what strength I had left disappeared, and I collapsed to the floor. For a while I just lay there, laughing and crying, and enjoying being alive. Every time I thought about him, I thought my heart would burst.
Whew.
I can't quite believe I did that, but I'm glad. So glad. I feel like my heart's on fire. No, I don't have time to be thinking about that kind of crap. I need to tell Akane.
Akane, sorry, but things are kind of busy over here. I'm gonna have to hang up now, okay?
Oh, of course, that's fine!
I wiped the tears from my eyes and nodded vigorously, even though I knew he couldn't see me. Then I looked over at the corner of the floor. There were 2 bracelets Hongo had left behind.
Now.
Well, Seven and Lotus don't look particularly happy with me. Not a very nice look to give someone who just saved your lives, guys.
Junpei, are you...
Okay?
Shut it.
Right. Okay, so maybe they have a reason to be pissed off. So what if I haven't pressed the enter key yet? Alright, nothing holding me back now. Here goes. Wait.
Incineration will begin in 90 seconds.
It doesn't sound like it's stopping.
What the shit? Why isn't it stopping?
Okay, maybe I didn't hit the key hard enough. Just hit it again. And again. And again. Okay, that's not working either. The alarm's still going off. What the hell is going on? I've got all the right numbers in the right boxes. It's perfect. So why the frick is this thing not stopping?
Incineration will begin in 60 seconds.
Wait, of course. That's what the numbers showed up after the puzzle mean. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8. Snake, Clover, me, 7, and Lotus. Then, door 9. Oh, that's it. That number on the door isn't a 9. It's not even a number.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that...
Holy crap. Of course. Then we just have to put the right number into the red and...
Incineration will begin 30 seconds.
Run, guys! Get to the door! Run!
Oh, crap. I don't have much time. And I sure hope they can just trust me on this one, or we are all toasted. Alright, no time to explain, just
Quick,
go.
Verify your numbers on the red.
Verify?
Who?
What combination?
All of us! We all need to verify!
Why?
You really think this is a good time to ask questions? Just do it!
Hurry, 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 hurry.
Begin in 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Central gate has been opened. Incineration system has been disabled.
Oh, thank Christ. No time to be happy. Time to go.
Hurry! We've only got 9 seconds before the door closes. Go, go, go!
Come on, guys. Move it. Okay, they're all through. Move it, Junpei. Just in time. And there goes the door. No, don't come down yet. You're not done. We've still got to find the dead.
Shit. Huh. Looks like we made it, huh?
Man, that guy sure can laugh when he wants to. Looks like Clover and Lotus are totally out of energy. Snake is shaking his head wearily. I just want to take a nap, but...
Akane? Akane! Can you hear me? Akane!
I want to tell her we made it. I want to tell her how good I feel. But nothing. The door opened. Standing in front of it was my brother.
Akane!
Oi!
I cried his name, even though my voice was almost gone from screaming, and leapt into his arms.
Oh, oi!
Akane!
I buried my face into his chest and cried again. I cried and cried and cried. The steady thump of his heart in my ear made me feel like I was home. Its beat was almost like a lullaby. I wrapped my arms around him as far as they would go and held him as tight as I could. Just to be there felt like a miracle. I hadn't felt the warmth of another human body in what seemed like an eternity. I just wanted to stay there in his arms forever. But I couldn't. The moment I'd passed through the door, my bracelets began the countdown to death. I leapt away from him and looked around. The door had already closed. I spotted the dead only a short distance away. It took me only a moment to get to and scan all the bracelets. I left the ones Hongo had dropped on the scanner panel. That was it. Took a deep breath and looked all around again. Huge detective who we'd called 7 in 9 years and Snake, the blind boy, were looking at me. They seemed to have been utterly stunned by my sudden appearance. Their eyes wide and their mouths hung open.
Let's get out of here. If we don't book it, we might run into Hongo again.
Aoi was right. It was time we got moving. The mention of Hongo seemed to jar 7 and Snake out of their surprise, and they nodded. We took off running up the spiraling stairs to freedom. Time for more running. But if they can get us out of here, no wonder we're running so hard. My heart's beating so hard I can barely hear. God, I can't wait to breathe real air again. Huh?
Hey,
Seven
Junpei,
talking?
Can I ask you something?
What's up?
That door, the one with the 9 on it. Why'd it open?
Yeah, all 5 of us verified our numbers on the red. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 is 26. That makes our digital route 8. It shouldn't have opened.
That's not like you, Lotus. I thought you would have figured it out already.
Huh? Why?
Because you were the person who taught me about the idea of bases.
Bases?
Yeah. What are the two numbers in base 2?
0 and 1.
How about base 10?
That goes from 0 to 9, right?
And how about base 16?
0 through F. After 9, it starts at A and goes from there. B, C, D, etc.
You're right. In other words, A in base 16 is 10 in base 10. B is 11, C is 12, D is 13, and so on.
So, what about it?
You don't get it? What if we keep going with that pattern? What if you go way past base 16 all the way to base 27?
Base 27?
Yeah.
Well, the numerical digits are the same, so I guess you'd add alphabetical digits. E is 14, F is 15, G is 16,
H is 17, I is 18, J is 19,
K is 20, L is 21, M is 22.
N is 23, O is 24, P is 25.
Yeah, and what comes after that?
Q.
26!
And what does that mean?
That wasn't a 9 on the door.
It was a Q! A fucking lowercase Q!
Yep, that's pretty much it.
What the hell?
I guess to put it another way, you could say that it was a 9 in base 10, but a Q in base 27.
Time for more running. God, my thighs are killing me. I swear any moment now I'm gonna tear a muscle. Feel like every single cell of my body is dying for air. Damn, every breath I take is a chore now. I feel like my lungs are gonna burst. Maybe just a short breath. No, I can't stop. Don't have time. Come on, legs. There can't be any more of these steps left. Let's run. Run. Like a bullet down a rifled barrel. Like a tornado cutting through a sea of clouds. I feel like we're running along the back of a giant coiled dragon. Finally. Jesus, I can barely breathe. No, Junpei, no time to rest. Pull yourself together, you're almost there.
Alright, I'm gonna open it.
Yeah.
Yes, we're finally here.
Please do.
Sure, you look like a big, heavy door. But you're the only thing standing between me and my freedom. But even more important than that, you're the only thing standing between me and Akane. You're gonna open, and you're gonna open now. Felt a hand on my shoulder. It was Aoi's. He gave it a small, reassuring squeeze. I was so happy I felt like I could melt. My heart was at peace. And not only because my brother and I were back together again. Thanks to the huge detective, all 9 of us who had been kidnapped. We were able to escape from the gigantic. On the distant horizon, we could see the faint outline of the ship as it sank. It gave a thunderous roar as it finally slipped beneath the waves. Its last cry echoed out across the ocean, and then it was gone. Aoi whispered.
Yeah.
It was over. It was finally over. Or was it? Was it really? No, I was wrong. That wasn't it at all. I was sure of it. This wasn't the end. It was only the beginning. This was only a prologue to what would happen in 9 years. Yes, finally, air. Yeah. Damn, that sun is bright. I can barely see anything. I gotta admit, this doesn't look quite like... Wait.
No way.
You have got to be kidding
What?
me.
It can't be.
This is...
We're in Nevada. What?
the mock experiment building.
Oh my god. This whole time we were in Building Q.
Sure enough, that's a desert out there with mountains all around it. Hello there, sun. Boy, am I ever glad to see you. I don't think I've ever been so happy to see a sunrise. Huh? Did I just hear something fall? Right. Our bracelets. I guess I never really got a good look at the underside of one of these. Let's see what's inside here. Just a little electronic chip, like an ATM card. That's it. There's nothing else. Nothing that even looks like a detonator. There was never a detonator to begin with. Figures.
Akane.
Jumpy.
Heh. Guess I must be pretty crazy about the girl if I think I'm hearing her voice in the wind. I need to go poop. Okay, that was terrible timing. Wow. What a great game. This game gets, oh my god. I was not ready for the puzzle at the end. I was not ready for most of that. There's still so much we don't even know. Where's Alice? I don't know. Maybe there's a thing here at the end. It's not over till it takes me to the title screen. So the Mori art is Aoi, Akane, Snake, and Junpei.
Are you okay?
Oh, come on. This is nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't look okay.
It was just before the end of elementary school. Jumpy and I were sitting next to each other on a small hill, looking down at the town as the sun slowly set.
How does it look then?
It was half serious and half joking. I thought about it for a minute first.
Well, let's see.
What the hell? This man got destroyed.
It looks like you kissed a toad and got warts, but then they just kept growing and growing and growing.
What does that even mean?
Jinpei grinned and...
See? I told you you're not okay. You're too reckless. You can't beat 5 8th graders, Jumpy. That's crazy.
Oh, bruh. What?
Yeah, but I couldn't just stand there. I mean, don't you think so? I had to do something.
Look at the Nevada desert go past. For an SUV, this thing has a pretty smooth ride. Sure was nice of someone to leave it for us outside the building. Keys and ignition, gas in the tank. Almost like it was a present, you know? Anyways, we jumped in, now here we are, screaming across the desert. Lotus is over there in the passenger seat. Snake and Seven and I are all squeezed into the back seat here. I still can't believe we let her drive.
Woohoo! This is so fun! This is so awesome! Driving is so great when there's nothing around, and there's no speed limit.
Hey, Clover, watch those bumps, all right? This car jumps even a little, and I think I'm gonna get crushed to death.
Hey, shut it. I can't help if I'm big, all right? Suck it up.
Why don't you drive, Seth?
I'm a cop. I ain't gonna break the law.
He doesn't have an international license.
Yeah, but you could have sat in the passenger seat.
Oh, hell no. There's no way I'm giving this seat up. And Clover, there's no need to slow down.
This is so sweet.
The car Santa and June are in should be somewhere down this road ahead of us.
Yeah, I saw some fresh tire tracks going out. There's no doubt about it.
Then we've got to hurry if we want to catch them, don't we?
Sure thing.
Oh crap. Damn, she does have to drive so fast. Man, I didn't even think a car like this could go this fast. We're sure throwing up a lot of dust. It was a couple hours after we'd run into the junior high students. They'd been hiding in the bushes on the back of one of the hills, drenching a kitten in gasoline. The moment we saw what they were doing, Jumpy ran up to them, furious.
Hey, what the hell are you doing?
Then he jumped on them. He quickly scooped up the kitten and tossed it to me. I caught it and ran for the police station as fast as I could.
Help me! Officer, please! You have to come with me!
The policeman and I headed back to the hill. All we found was Jumpy, sprawled on the ground with a face covered in big, swelling
You
lumps.
couldn't run away after you threw the kitty to me?
I asked him. He stuck his tongue out through the hole in his mouth, where a tooth had
Yeah,
fallen.
I guess I could have.
Then why didn't you?
I didn't want to. I wanted to beat him up. Beat him up real good.
Because of what they were doing to the kitty.
Yeah, that too, but I think they were the ones behind those murders our first semester. Remember?
Oh, you mean the bunnies.
Yeah, the bunnies.
Plucked some grass from the ground and tossed it into the
They
wind.
asked me what elementary school I was from, so I told them. And then they said they'd do the same thing to you that they did to the rabbits. I couldn't forgive them for that, so I...
Hey, there's still some stuff I don't get.
Of course, they probably don't know any more
Like
than I
Ace.
do.
Well, I guess I should say Guitaro Hongo. Why did he create the Nonary Project? Anybody? Any ideas?
Why don't you ask him yourself?
Well, yeah, I guess I could.
He's still in the trunk, I assume?
Yeah, he is. Still tied up. I'm assuming with his mouth taped shut. His eyes just look empty. No emotion. He looks like he's just given up. I wonder if he even cares what happens to him anymore.
Are you listening to us?
Yeah, go ahead and try and pretend you weren't. You old. bastard. Let's get that tape off your mouth.
Come on, I know you were. Answer me.
You could at least look at me when you talk, man.
I only wanted to see the faces. Human faces. I thought if I could gain the ability to access the morphic field set, then perhaps I could see faces. By peering into people's minds, you could understand how they were processing the expressions of others.
That's it?
Yes. If you want to put it simply, and if you are looking for a more philosophical answer, I can supply that as well. You see, the human collective consciousness...
I think that's enough out of you, pal. Time for the tape to go back on.
All right. So what's your
I have
second
no
question?
sympathy for him.
You said there were some things
Poop
you
character.
didn't you?
Garbage. Dookie. Well, somebody's a little
Well,
nosy.
my next question doesn't really have anything to do with you two. This is for you, Seven. It's about the whole Alice thing. What's the deal with that?
Well, see, 9 years ago, after I escaped from the Gigantic, I kept going after Hongo on my own, hoping I'd catch him when he finally slipped up. And during the course of my investigations, I learned a lot more about the Gigantic. I also found out about Bourdain and Alice.
You're not really answering my question. Was there actually a girl who wouldn't melt at room temperature?
Sounds like Hongo has something to say. Alright, fine. I'll let you talk. But you gotta behave.
What?
Alice doesn't exist. 9 years ago, I found Alice's coffin behind the library on the bottom deck. There was nothing in it but the root of a peculiar plant. My research determined that it was a member of the genus Madrigorum of the family Solanaceae. I was able to extract a particular alkaloid from it. I used that extract to create Soperin. Its creation was a tremendous boon to my firm, and we grew rapidly.
Crap, this is gonna go on forever. Tape's going back on, Hongo. The rest of my questions can wait a bit. For now, I think I'll just enjoy the ride.
Here, this is for you.
What's this?
This is a for you doll. His name is Junpei.
Jumpy pulled something out of his pocket and shoved out his arm towards me. In his hand was a doll made of yarn, small enough to fit in his palm.
Jumpy, are you sure it's, for you, doll?
Huh? Yeah, the lady at the shop said so, so that means it's for you, right?
Are you sure it's not a voodoo doll?
Wait, what? That's... Oh, man. Oh, man.
Well, it sure looks like a voodoo doll. I mean, you do know what a voodoo doll is used for, right?
Yeah, I guess calling it Junpei isn't a very good idea then.
Why are you giving me this anyway? It just seems really sudden.
You know how after June, we aren't gonna get to see each other too much? I mean, we're gonna be in different schools, and I just thought I'd,
Oh, okay, well, how about we call it June then?
Okay. So, I wanted to give you this.
You sound like some sort of tribal chief in a bad movie.
Yes. I, head of tribe. This doll, traditional charm of tribe. So I give this. It me. So we always together.
Oh, Jumpy.
That's adorable.
If something bad, then hold and pray. I go wherever you are. So here, take.
I reached my hand out and picked up the doll gently.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jumpy.
Before I knew it, I was crying. Tears streamed down my face and fell onto June's tiny yarn body.
Jumpy, I'll never forget you. I promise.
Jumpy looked straight into my eyes and said just 5 words.
I'll never forget you either.
The sky was a beautiful crimson red as it melted down toward the horizon. The last golden rays of sunlight stretched out across the city and painted themselves across the hills. We sat, bathed in the warm light of the evening. Just the two of us, leaning gently against one another, shoulder to shoulder. The sun set and we still didn't leave. We watched in silence as the darkness deepened, and one by one the lights of the town began to flicker on. There's still one thing I don't get. To be honest, it's the biggest mystery as far as I'm concerned, and also the only one that's really important. It has to do with June and Akane. 9 years ago, she died in the incinerator on the Gigantic. But she's still alive now as June. But how? Was it because I tapped into the morphic field set and saved her 9 years ago? Alright, let's say that makes some kind of insane sense. If I did that, then how do I make sense of what Seven remembers? Snake made sense. He's blind. He couldn't have seen her body anyway. But Seven, he said he was sure he saw it. Does that mean there's some kind of historical discrepancy? Or, wait, maybe that's not it at all. There is one other logical explanation. Was what you told me the truth, Seven? You look satisfied. No. No way. He couldn't.
Look, over there. There's somebody next to the road.
What? Hmm?
Yo! Yo! Oh my god, you could see it. Holy crap, I choked up. The burning gaze of the Nevada sun pounded down on her head. The desert around her rippled with heat. Standing there on that shimmering plain was a woman, her arm out and her thumb up. It wouldn't be long before Junpei realized who she was. Let's go! That's what I'm talking about. Alice. We got Alice. Why was she just on the road? What the hell? Alright guys, now it's time for the true ending. Let's see what... Actually, no, I don't think there's anything else. God. We did it. 99%. Seven is 0. Santa worked with 7. Now get that last tile and play Virtue. Bruh, you know what happens if I get the last tile, right? Do you see what happens? You see what happens? God. This one's just called End. I want to see it again. Okay.
One, two, three, four. All right, 7 pieces.
So June escaped with Aoi and Hongo. Are you talking about the 9 years one? No, June escaped with Santa. Ace escaped with us. Ace was in the trunk. AKA Hongo.
Just double checking, but everyone wrote their code name and.
Yes, just.
We need to hurry it up.
Yeah. All right. The first one says Ace requests door 1.
Yes, I do.
No, we don't have time for that. Sorry. Let's keep going. Next is Santa. He wants door 6.
Yeah, that's what I wrote.
Clover wants 1, Lotus wants 2, and 7 also wants 2.
Wait a minute. There's no way I'm going anywhere with the Elephant Man.
No, there'd be no point to the voting.
Yo,
if
hold
we
up.
let
I gotta
people
see that
change their
screen
choices
again.
because of stuff like that.
There was Alice.
But
Just give it up, Lotus. It's not like I want to hang out with some exhibitionist grandma.
I am not an exhibitionist. I'm wearing clothes.
Barely.
So, last I checked, that's not a crime.
Maybe. But what about common decency? Nobody wants to have to look at a chick who
Dude,
looks like
my
a
room is
naked
hot.
raisin.
Holy shit. I have the door open. No, but like when Santa had Ace and gunpoint and left, I thought June was still in the room with us. Now June was gone. Yeah, she straight up disappeared.
Oh, I'm gonna kill you!
Oh, not good.
Let go! Let go of me! I'm killing him!
Junpei, read the rest.
Right. June wants door 6.
Anyone want some Easter eggs?
Yes.
I don't
don't
know
really
if there's
have a
any,
reason.
but
I
we
just
can
felt
look some
like
up.
it.
Because this might be the last time I play this game.
Ace and Clover requested door 1. 7 and Lotus requested door 2. Santa and June requested door 6. Then the door I should choose is...
Okay, the last one is mine. I want to go through. My choice is door 2.
Hey, wait a minute there. You cheating?
Cheating?
I'm asking if you changed your number after you heard what doors we wanted.
How could I do that? I wrote it down on the paper earlier.
Let me see that.
Sure, here.
I had 3 pieces of paper ready, and I put the one with door 6 on it into the pot. I just needed to make sure I drew last. After I saw everyone else's result, I just chose whatever door I wanted. If the number I'd already put in matched, then I didn't have to switch the paper.
Well, what does it say?
You got lucky.
Alright. So we know who's going through door 2.
7 to 0.
That'd be
Santa
me,
working
Lotus,
with
and
0.
Junpei.
Wait, so on the end screen where it's like 0 lost, that was 7 being like, crap.
The only problem's the other 2 teams.
June and I want door 6.
Clover and I choose door 1.
That's not good. We can't open either of those doors with only 2 people. Why don't Santa and June go into door 1 with a... Huh?
Well,
Then what will you...
I'll be... You guys...
We aren't going to be split up permanently till we find... We might get separated, otherwise we won't. That's how the notary...
I'm sorry, but I just want to be by myself for a while. You understand, right?
all right. That all right with you, June?
Yes.
Well, we'll be going.
Let's move 2.
Yeah.
Right.
I won't see June for... This was my... 7. The other Clover... Our group... We're headed...
I wonder what will...
We ready?
Yeah, anytime.
I'll go first. Let's go!
Where the hell is it this time?
I don't see it!
Oh, there it is! It's right there! It stopped.
Yeah, it stopped.
Man, I'll never get used to that.
I'm not sure it's something I'd want to get used to. We should finish this game before imminent death becomes a normal thing.
Damn right.
All right. This hallway's pretty short, but it's got 5 doors. 3 on the left, and only 1 on the right.
Don't forget the last one at the end of the hall.
But it's got a metal plate over it, so I doubt we're gonna get anywhere that way.
All right, let's get started. I think we'd probably better split up. You okay with that?
Yes, no problem.
Sure thing.
Then I'll take this first one.
I'll try the one next to it.
Well, I guess I'd better get started too.
The shower room? Which one's the shower room? Wait, did I miss it? Oh god. No. Did something change? Okay, nothing changed. Hmm. Let's see.
What the?
There it is. Did y'all see it? That's pretty cool. Wait. That's so weird. I don't think that happens anywhere else. Let's try the lab. Oh wait, what? She's not even there. Okay, how about the kitchen? Now you are linked forever. Alright, where's those barrels? These? There's a barrel under the stairs. Sweet. Fortunately, it's empty. Shut up, Ace. There's a barrel under the stairs. A barrel. We should get Seven to throw the barrel from the top of the stairs. It'd be just like that old game, remember? Aha, yes, the one with the gorilla who threw the barrels. And you tried to jump over the barrels and make your way to the top. And then, oh man, Junpei, I can't believe I missed something so important. Look at those stairs, look at them carefully. That gap, that height, that angle, it's perfect. Perfect? For what? Whatever, just bring Clover here right now. Tell her she needs to walk up and down these stairs. Huh? Clover's not here. Rip Clover. The director of the game stated that the events of this game took place in the year 2027. According to an interview with the 999's developer, the 9 main characters are based on the Enneagram of personalities. They are Ace is an achiever, Snake is an investigator, Santa is an enthusiast, Clover is a loyalist, June is a peacemaker, Junpei is a challenger, Seven is a helper, Lotus is an individualist, Ninth Man is a reformer. Cool. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think there's anything else. Oh, there's really cool fan art. Oh, actually, wait, no, that's spoilers. Hmm. Oh, Junpei's just gone. Junpei doesn't exist. You know. I like this cut in more. Yeah. I like the face he made. I'm so skeptical to look up art because it does, yeah. Oh, well, I guess I have to. Alright. Well. We finished the 999. So glad we did. Took a while. 100% the game. Already did.
What the hell happened to me?
Jumpy, are you alright?
It's like 99%.
What are you two doing?
Come on, are you coming?
What do you mean to do to us?
Try using your brain first.
All of the cards are in.
Holy shit, this is nuts.
Let me show you.
Now, Virtue, are you crazy? The stream is 3 hours and 34 minutes long.
How are you feeling? I am Zero the Third, the king of this kingdom!
I want to play other games. I'm sorry. Heroes.
I'm plenty friendly. Hold on a minute! That is the truth.
Who am I? How can I forget?
How do I kick it
What
off?
makes you so sure?
Hello?
Look, that's Virtue. Ali betrayed. Alice is literally right there. Jumpy. Damn. Oh, that's Sigma. I actually have never seen him before. Why is he so, like, built? Built like 7, bro. Alice. And Clover. What the hell? Alright, guys. I'm ending it here. There's nothing more I have to do. I might play Virtue's Last Reward, but we'll see. I don't know. I need to give games some time. Story-based games like this. But, yeah. We'll see you all later. Have a good night. And peace.